One thing I hate, one of my pet peeves, is when people throw around the word insecure and jealousy. It's like when you're trying to figure something out, if you have questions about something, you're insecure or you're a jealous person. Let's dive into that. It's Dark Knight Radio. I'm Dark Knight. And I was talking to somebody, someone I call my little sister. And she's a co-worker of mine. And we was on the subject of talking about jealousy, insecurity. And she agreed that if you're dating someone and you have questions, whether it be about their character or it can be something you know for a fact that, first of all, cheating happens to the best of us. We get cheated on in this world. It's something that happens. Now, the reason may be unbeknownst to you, but it happens. You know, people form connections out of nowhere. Sometimes you may have love at first sight. Sometimes it may be somebody you garner a relationship with, and it materializes into something bigger the deeper you go or the longer you have conversations. Now, when it comes to being jealous or insecure, first of all, it's your responsibility to protect yourself if you're going to allow someone to be called your boyfriend, girlfriend, partner, whatever, lover, especially lover. If you're going to decide to do this, get into a committed relationship or date someone, it's your responsibility to protect yourself. Now, I always make the joke. Anyone seen the show called You on Netflix with the star Joe, who's a serial killer, stalker, everything in the book? I make the joke that, to be honest, Joe, to a certain degree, to a certain extent, got the right idea. He made it. He makes it where he's protecting himself in a relationship. Now, he may be a little extreme, but he would never be in the realm of not knowing. And anybody who knows me, I always say, knowledge is power. The more you know, the better you can handle the situation and the better the outcome. The more you know. Right? You have to know your enemy, know your opponent, know your lover, know your spouse. You have to know people, understanding. So, in this show, You, now, he's a murderer. You know, he's a sociopath. He's antisocial and somewhat of a narcissist. But to me, as far as relationship goes, he takes it upon himself to do his due diligence into making sure before he, to get into a relationship with a woman, he knows everything about them. What makes them cry, what makes them laugh, the history, what they like, the plant, their moves, the slightest idiosyncrasy he knows about them. Now, whether he uses that to make them fall in love with him, maybe he does do that, but for the most part, you have to know who you're sleeping with. You gotta know these folks you laying down with, like, especially who you having sex with. Now, as far as being jealous and insecure, if I've had thoughts or questions about the fidelity of my partner, does that make me insecure or jealous? And if I look into it, does that make me jealous and insecure? And I hate when people say, "Oh, you're insecure. You must think that because you got some." No, it don't matter if you got a 15-inch slong on you. If you think you have that gut feeling, which never lies to you, that somebody's cheating or somebody's doing something foul, you want to do your due diligence and making sure, am I wrong? Am I right? Because you want to shake that feeling alone is stress. Who wants to go on? Who wants to say, "Well, I'm not going to see what's going on because I got pride and I'm not insecure and I'm a real man or a real woman"? No, it don't work that way. Even for women, you always have to protect yourself because you want to be cool or tough and not be in the know. Then you get cheated on or somebody have babies on you and they leave you hurt, and then you looking stupid when you could have just found out what you found out and left the situation and been in control. Just because we in love don't even have to be fools, right? So let's just say, me personally, I think the mental part of cheating is worse than the physical. Because I tell everybody, cheating is premeditated, right? And for someone to mentally disengage from you, and you're trying, the worst feeling in this world. And if y'all know, if you've been through it, you know somebody's been through it. The worst feeling is to love somebody hard and they not have the same feeling. Call me a liar or call me wrong, but I'm not either. The worst feeling is to be head over heels for somebody and they do not feel the same way, or they don't feel the same way no more. Come on now, you peep game. Let's say you know for a fact your girl or your boyfriend works at a job and someone's attractive, confident, secure. They take the situation by the horns. You know, they've been known for having sex with people. The sex is good. They smell good. And every day, your spouse, him or her, got to go around that person. And every day you come home, you may feel the energy have shifted. Why don't she text me like she do when she's at work anymore? Why don't he text me like he used to? Why when I go and bring him lunch or pick him up from the job, it's awkward. Let's not hide our feelings and our natural ability to remember, because we all have a certain level of discern. I think we all have it strong. I think most people hide it and ignore it because we're in love with a person. So we ignore the telltale signs, but they're there all along. Now, I give you benefit of doubt. Sometimes we are wrong. But in that chance we are wrong, did it hurt trying to find out or be in the know if someone's stepping out on you? Does that make me insecure or jealous? No, I think that makes me smart. And that makes me a person who want to protect myself. They can be bringing you something back. It's COVID out here. You don't know, like, you just don't know. Somebody can be plotting for your down. Somebody can be really plotting on you. Somebody can kill, like, he got money, and they with it. Then they with a nigga who's actually is jealous and want her or him to leave you, and you in a bigger predicament, and they come back and knock you off because you didn't do your due diligence, because you wanted to be tough, you wanted to be prideful, you wanted to be cool and prove that you don't have to. You're not insecure. You're a real man. You're an alpha woman. There's no way in hell nobody can cheat or step out on you. They do, and they have, and they will. Newsflash. Okay? So, I'm not saying be excessive. I'm not saying put a GPS tracker on the back left tire. Hint, hint. I'm not saying do that. I'm not saying put an app on their phone or the little Apple tag. I'm not saying do that. But in certain ways, if you're gonna share a life with somebody, body fluids, finances, friendship, energy, time, and time is most important because you can't get it back. You have to know the person. You have to know some level of who they are and what they doing. Who your mama, who your pops, who your cousins. You say you go with your cousin every Tuesday. I need to know what street you go down. Is it daylight still out? What route you take? Is it traffic over there? Is it deers and squirrels and cats and dogs over there? Do kids drive? You have to know these things. Stop trying to be cool. Now, if you don't want to go through that, be single, do your thing. The ideology that I don't mind anyway, because that's neither here nor there. But stop thinking I'm insecure or I'm weak. Because remember, wanting to know something, wanting to have knowledge, no matter in what angle or in what factor, wanting to know is not weak. Knowledge is power. I just said it. Listen. To want to know something, no matter what it is power itself. Would you want to be the person who didn't care what you do? I don't care. You can go with that nigga. If you work with a girl, you didn't have a car, your car was gonna shut your car was down, and a dude had to take your girl or your man home every day. Come on now. Now it may be it may be innocuous, which means harmless. But I've seen it. I felt it. I've been in situations to where you can garner feelings for somebody you work with by having conversations with them every day. It's true. And some of us, we know we do. We just, in relationships, we want to respect what we have. If you can have a this is actually scientific. If you can have a conversation with somebody every day over 30 minutes to an hour that's not work related or job related, to the point where you don't have to talk to them, you're not in school, in some small way, you're attracted to that person and you'll date them. Why? Attraction always starts with the mind. Attraction and infatuation always beats logic. That's why people screw themselves out of a good relationship, because somebody was pulling them too much. The attraction and an infatuation was too strong to where they had to risk a good, logical, sound relationship. Guys, we do it every day. We fuck up with good women. Women, you do it too. There's no bias. Everybody can get it. Anybody can get it on my part. So, so just think now. If you know name 2 people outside of your relationship, outside of your family, outside of your friends, the opposite sex or the same sex, no matter how you get down, think, who can I call or go to work and then because some people like this. Some people actually enjoy the people they work with to the point where they might not like the job, but they like the people around the job. They like talking to certain people. They call it cliquish. Oh, she always talk to him. He always around her talking. And then your spouse may hear, like, every time you come home from work, you talking about this nigga John. Every time you come home from work, you talking about this nigga Dwight. Every time you come home from work, you talking about Brittany Michelle. And some people slick. Some people may say, that nigga made me mad, or that bitch made me mad, and want to get the energy out, so they'll say like the situation always negative, but the fact that you're talking about them shows it, and there's somewhat attraction there. Did you know that most cheating, I think, is on the job? It's from the job. Remember, your work is your second family. You see your job just as much, if not more, than you see your family. It's 2 places you have the most in this world. That's at home, at your job, or whatever you do. So, therefore, you're going to have these strong relationships. And you may, cause me, I call people I work with, I call them family. If I work for a long time, if I like them. You know what I mean? So, am I jealous or insecure because my girl is talking to the same dude every day and he may have a reputation? Am I insecure for raising the eyebrow at that? Is a woman insecure for raising the eyebrow? Why is every time you go to pick him up, he talking to the same female with the sew-in, with the big booty and the big titties, and everybody else now petite and slim, and your nigga like thick women cause you thick, your mama thick, so you know what he like, so you always around the mama that look like you. Come on now. Think, are you jealous, insecure for having questions? Alright, let me tell you something. Be too strong if you want to. Be too prideful. Don't think it can't happen to you. Don't think because your sex is good, or because you dress a certain type of way, or because you look good, what's gonna happen? You're gonna end up like somebody. You can get cheated on out here. I'm telling you. It's Dark Knight Radio. I told 2022 I gotta bring them back. I'm healthy. Post in the comments how you feel about this. How you feel about that. How you feel about jealousy and insecurity. Are you right or wrong for wanting to know who you're talking to? It's dangerous out here. Alright? Think about that. Post in the comments and subscribe. Y'all want to get this content, these kind of questions. Ain't nobody working hard as me on YouTube. Alright? Be good. Be safe.